hey, Dr. Islam, I'm going to try and cut sugar. What are some sweet alternatives to sugar? And we have a lot of them that are out there, whether it's stevia, we have Splenda, we have erythritol, we have xylitol, we have sorbitol. We have all sorts of artificial sugars which can be used to help out with beating your sugar addiction. Let me kind of break down some of the myths when it comes to these sugars. Number one, these artificial sweeteners, there's no good studies to suggest that you're going to have more weight gain by having these artificial sweeteners. This is a very common myth that people think. It has not been shown in clinical trials. And in fact, I will tell you, if you're able to have artificial sugars instead of having the real sugar, your body is not going to all of a sudden metabolize this in a way that's going to make you store more fat. It doesn't happen like that, guys. It does not happen like that. You will decrease the amount of calories that you're ingesting. You'll decrease the addiction that you're having, and you won't have to worry about that. Number two is that there's always been this myth, and I've heard this from even family members, that aspartame can lead to cancer. Guys, we don't have any really good studies to suggest that. And so I'm honestly calling bull on that. We have no good studies to suggest that. And the study that we do have, it's not even a great study that was done a long time ago. So it would not make that a risk factor as well. What we do know is that some of these artificial sweeteners can change up your gut microbiome. And so if we're worried about that may be a legitimate risk factor. What the long-term consequence of that is, we're not quite sure. But I will tell you, if I had a patient that had a choice between having, I don't know, let's say a Diet Coke and a regular Coke, I am 100% going to recommend a Diet Coke with an artificial sweetener than a regular Coke as well, because it's going to help out with weight loss. Now, there is one exception. Some of these artificial sweeteners can cause gut issues for a lot of our patients, so bloating, diarrhea, constipation, because you may not be able to metabolize those artificial sweeteners. So that would be my one exception to the rule. If you start to notice, hey, I'm having a lot of bloating, gas, diarrhea, or gut issues on these artificial sweeteners, that may be the reason why you want to not introduce that into your diet. But beyond that, this is what I recommend to help limit that sugar craving and hopefully get you feeling better as well.